Hello, I'm reading from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, starting on page 36. The ninth day. It is the day of Vajraherkuka, Buddha of the Vajra order of the East. He comes because you could not be one with the deities which came before. He is white and radiantly aflame. Like Herkuka of the eighth day, he has 3 heads, 6 arms, and 4 feet. His first right hand holds a scepter, and the second holds a skull, the third a battle axe. His left hand holds a bell, the second holds a blood-filled skull, the third a plow. He is embraced by the Divine Mother Vajrakotishvarama, her right arm around his neck, her left hand holding a blood-filled red shell to his mouth. Fear not, do not be confused. It is really Father, Mother, Absko, Bahaya. Know that they arise from your own thoughts. Recognize them, accept them, be one with them, and you will achieve Buddhahood. 10th day. It is the day of Ratnaharakua, the Buddha of the precious jewel order of the South. He comes because you could not be one with the deities which came before. He is yellow and radiantly aflame. Like the others, he has 3 heads, 6 arms, and 4 feet. His first right hand holds a gem, his second holds a trident, the third a baton. His first left hand holds a bell, the second holds a blood-filled skull, the third a trident. He is embraced by the Divine Mother Ratna Kratnishvarima, her right arm around his neck, her left hand holding a blood-filled red shell to his mouth. Do not fear not. Do not be confused. It is really Father, Mother Ratna Sambhava. Know that they arise from your own thoughts. Recognize them, accept them, be one with them, and you will achieve Buddhahood. 11th day. It is the day of Padmaharuka, Buddha of the Lotus Order of the West. He comes because you could not be one with the deities which came before. He is dark red and radiantly aflame. Like the others, he has 3 heads, 6 arms, and 4 feet. His first right hand holds a lotus, the middle holds a trident, the last a club. His first left hand holds a bell, the second holds a blood-filled skull, and the third a drum. He is embraced by the Divine Mother Padma Karashtish-Varima, her right arm around his neck, her left hand holding a blood-filled red shell to his lips. Fear not, do not be confused. It is really Father, Mother Amithadabha. Know that they arise from your own thoughts. Recognize them, accept them, be one with them, and you will achieve Buddhahood. 12th day. It is the day of the Karma Herka, the Buddha of the Karma order of the North. He is dark green and radiantly aflame. Like the others, he has 3 heads, 6 arms, and 4 feet. He is accompanied by goddesses, some in human form, some with animal heads. His first right hand holds a sword, the second holds a trident, the third a club. His first left hand holds a bell, the second holds a blood-filled skull, the third a plow. He is embraced by the Divine Mother Karma Kartishvarima, her right arm around his neck, his left hand holding a blood-filled shell to his lips. Fear not. Do not be confused. It is really Father, Mother Amagahashidihi. Know that they arise from your own thoughts. Recognize them, accept them, be one with them, and you will achieve Buddhahood. It is as if you saw a lion and you trembled in fear. If a truthful person told you the animal was stuffed, not real, you would no longer be afraid. So the deities which appear before you are not real, but arise from your own mind. Know this, become one with these deities, merge your light with theirs, and you will achieve liberation. 13th day. On this day, many fearful deities will come. First, 8 death goddesses will come from the 8 directions of the mandala. A white death goddess from the east holds a corpse in her right hand like a club, a blood-filled skull in her left hand. A yellow death goddess comes from the south with bow and arrow ready to shoot. A red death goddess comes from the west, bears a banner depicting a crocodile. A black death goddess comes from the north, carries a scepter in one hand, a blood-filled skull in the other. A red death goddess comes from the southeast, holds intestines in her right hand, puts them in her mouth with her left hand. A green death goddess comes from the southwest, a blood-filled skull in her left hand, stirring it with a scepter in her right hand, drinking and enjoying it. A yellow-white death goddess comes from the northwest, tears off the head of a corpse, holds its heart in her right hand, and puts the corpse in her mouth with the left, eats and enjoys it. A blue death goddess comes from the northeast, tears off the head of another corpse, eats it and enjoys it. With these eight death goddesses surround the 5 deities of reason which also come to you. From the outer circle of these deities, 8 animal-headed deities will come from the 8 directions. The dark brown lion head comes from the east, hands across his chest, shaking his mane, holding a corpse in his jaws. The red tiger head comes from the south, hands across, downward, snarling and showing fangs, staring with bulged eyes. The black fox head comes from the west, a knife in his right hand, intestines in his left, eating, licking blood and enjoying it. The dark blue wolf head from the north tears at a corpse with both hands and stares it with bulged eyes. The yellow-white vulture head comes from the southeast, carries a giant corpse over his shoulder, a skeleton in his hand. The dark red bird head from the southwest also carries a giant corpse over his shoulder. The black crow head from the northwest holds a skull in his left hand, a sword in his right, and is eating heart and lungs. The dark blue owl head comes from the northeast, a scepter in the right hand, skull in the left, eating. Do not fear these deities. Know they arise from your own thoughts. Recognize them, accept them, be one with them, and achieve liberation. 14th day. On this day the 4 doorkeepers come. The white tiger-headed goddess from the east comes, pointed stick in her right hand, blood-filled skull in her left. The yellow sow-headed goddess from the south carries a noose. The red lion-headed goddess from the west carries a length of chain. The green snake-headed goddess from the north carries a bell. They are joined by the Harukas, their divine mothers, death goddesses, and animal-headed ones, 30 deities in all. Do not fear them. Know that they arise from within your own thoughts. Recognize and accept them as such. Others will come. From each of the 4 cardinal directions, 6 animal-headed goddesses will come. From the east comes the dark brown yak head with scepter and skull, the red-yellow snake head with lotus, the green-black leopard head bearing a trident, and the blue monkey head with a wheel, the red bear head wielding a short spear, and the white bear head with a noose made of intestines. From the south comes the yellow bat-headed wielding a sharp knife, and the red crocodile head with an urn, the red scorpion head with a lotus, and the white hawk head with a scepter, the dark green fox head with a club, and the yellow-black tiger head with a blood-filled skull. From the west comes the green-black vulture head with her baton, and the red horse head carrying a huge trunk of a corpse, and the white eagle head wielding a club, the yellow dog head with a scepter and a sharp knife, the red hoopoe bird head with a bow and arrow aimed and ready to shoot, and the green stag head carrying an urn. From the north comes the blue wolf head waving a pendant, the red goat head with a pointed stick, the black sow head with a loop of strung fangs, the red crow head with infant corpse, the green-black elephant head with giant corpse, drinking from a blood-filled skull, and the blue snake head with coil of snakes. In addition, the 4 mystic goddesses of the door will come. From the east, a black cuckoo head with iron claw in hand. From the south, a yellow goat head with noose, from the west a red lion head carrying a length of chain, and from the north a green-black snake head. Know that the size of all these deities ranges from a mountain to 18 times your own size. Recognize and accept them. Know that they arise from your own thoughts. Be one with them and you will achieve Buddhahood. Buddhahood is attained at the right moment, and at the right moment for you is now. You can study all the scriptures all your life and never achieve Buddhahood. Recognize, accept, and be one with your own thoughts and ideas, and by one stroke, one word, Buddhahood is yours. Flee from this, and you will wander downward in a long and painful bardo and an uncertain future. The Lord of Death can fill your world with terrifying deities. You will know them by their appearance: glassy eyes, upper teeth biting the lower lip, hair tied in a knot on top of the head, big-bellied and carrying a karmic record with them. They will shriek, "Kill, kill!" You will know them by their actions: eating brains, drinking blood, tearing out hearts, tearing off heads. But do not be afraid. Your existence is now spiritual, and so you cannot be killed or maimed in an earthly sense. The deities are also not made up of earthly matter. Knowing this will eliminate fear. Meditate thus: the deities of reasoning have come to me, and I now fervently appeal to them for help. Appeal also to your favorite deity and to your guru using a similar form of meditation. Think about the primordial Trinity with love and faith, then pray thus: when I wander full of overpowering illusions, seeking enlightenment, avoiding fear and confusion, may the Buddhas and deities of feeling and reason inspire and strengthen me. May the Divine Mothers comfort and sustain me. May I achieve Buddhahood. When I wander alone without friends, when the illusions arise from within me, may the Buddhas with their power and compassion save me from fear and confusion. When the 5 pure lights of wisdom shine, may I recognize, accept, and be one with them. When the deities of feeling and reason come, may I recognize and accept and be one with them. When I suffer from bad karma, may my favorite deity help me. When reality thunders like 1,000 thunders, may I hear Om Mani Padme Om. When I must suffer from my own bad karma, may the compassionate one help me. When I am tempted into bad karma, may the primary clear light come to me. May the 5 elements be friendly to me. May I recognize, accept, and be one with the 5 wisdoms. May I achieve Buddhahood. Pray thus with sincerity, humility, and deep faith 3 or 7 times, concentrating on these teachings. Fear will vanish and Buddhahood will be won. Do this and you will be liberated. Fail to do this and you will be in the Sidpa Bardo. That is back to where we started on page 44. I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye.